You know, as he hopped, and Greg would have hopped out of the window. Up out the window running. Not hopped out of the window to watch a fight. And as a somewhat, I'm chasing the girls. Not a viewer. The viewer is something. I'm changing the viewer. It's not as a barrier viewer. It's not like the. That's just somebody keeping the fly. As he starts watching Jabonios just battling down. Let's go to their point of view. As you see him, see a person uppercuts his asshole. I told you not to. But look what you did. Cause a boy is as he sees the man, the other person scoffs as they land on their feet on the ground, cracking the knuckles. You got a lucky hit there, but you won't matter anymore. First, that's the point. They can the worlds of those two worlds. Two separate worlds already. There's no point in trying to intertwine them. As you see this, you see them disappear. You see the woman just disappear. Disappear as the person is stunned, sending them flying. As they appear and up, someone like an axe, somewhat kicking someone as they dodge him down the foot and just slides him down. As a person, somewhat end up punching them by twisting their body. As they get you're my best friend. At least I thought you were. Because I was wrong to trust you. You wasn't wrong to trust me. It just said in certain circumstances make me change. If we're gonna change in those situations because of war, then friend of mine. As you see, there's the pummel her down, and it's how should I do? As he pulled her fist, the arm back, as they slightly pushing in front, slicing the person's head off. And they put their hands on their head. And he says, "It's gonna take a lot of power." This is no. It may take a lot of power for me just to use this. As they put in the head says, "Do you give up to Chibonyo?" Never. As they been you seen this blue light on my comforter hand, right? I will force it from you. As they begin to enter a mental battle. As you see this blue and purple energy somewhat shifting from going forward up her hand and forward to her, then back up her hand, like up and back her arm. As you'll see her, the blue energy push the purple energy all the way back to the head. As you see a bright light shine from her eyes as it shoots up into the sky. It's doom. As sometimes, as in that second, her eyes closes her eyes as she opens them. As you see the body fall, lifeless, somewhat. As I said, as we go back to Greg's point of view, says, "Damn, that battle was pretty intense." Won't lie about that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I said NCT did you, but like I said, I think I counted that too. Don't remember. Probably didn't though. If I did it, it's kind of coming up to do. Though I'm gonna have to rewatch the whole video of Shibuya Deku, but not the point. I says, as it's somewhat instead clap, then it turns ahead and quickly, "Who are you?" Oh, you're just watching. I can tell you, you're too on your phone. Turn around, bitch. That's that. I also want in a monologue of her. She's pushing her hand up, leave or die. It says you're not from me either. Not from the. So what faction are you from? Faction? How you? No, I'm not part of a faction. I think throw the hand up. Well then, and if you are, I can't let you know. I can't let you be known. I can't let no one know about this. There's a war going on. Because I can't have to end up calling anyone that trying to intervene. I have to stop this on my own. As you see, like someone energy being drawn towards your hand. So, hey, I'm not your enemy. If anything, if you want to fight, you don't want to fight me. And she just stopped. Says, I don't want to fight. You can just, fine, I'll leave. Just leave me. You tell anyone, I'll kill you. Says, like I would anyway. As he says, well then, leaves chuunibyou meditating. As he opens his eyes and returns to the outside of the window. As he sees somewhat class back and says, sorry, that I saw something. So, as looks and says, what the hell are you talking? What did you see to make you? That saw. As his mother comes to the door, says, I made pie and I made cherry pie and you got water in me. And I says, ooh, cherry pie just leave the room. And he says, huh, what great timing. As he closes the window and begins to walk out his room. As he I swear to God. I probably just saying that. He walks downstairs and as he sees this is his friend, his D&D friend. His friend's getting just passes a cherry pie. Getting getting one slice and eating. So as a clown says, this is damn. His mother fish says, damn, mother really know how to make cherry pie. Yeah, I know. It's definitely always been a good dessert she makes. Right. Who says if your mother? I don't know. I think she don't have a husband. Nothing like that. I just, somewhat they not close to myself. Ooh, damn, I should what? I might as well marry him. As he somewhat turns from him. I look and looks at them with a look, and they can just feel this deathly aura coming from him as everybody just leans back as they see him just stare at him. You see Greg stare with this death aura around him, as he was like, fine, okay, that was a joke, man. To kill him, Jesus Christ, that was a joke. Can you not take a joke? It's a joke. Okay, as he turns, as the death aura just disappears, and or the atmosphere goes back to normal. So everyone, they get it pretty notice as they look at him, as the person that's right says, punches him, says in their shoulder, says, I did not tell you it was like a joke. This man will literally end up murdering you, most likely. This is what he did to other people before he told us. It was not pretty. That's the one. Yeah, you think I was kidding? Oh God. Was King really actually talking about that? I thought that was supposed to be a joke. He said he put people in a hospital. Jesus, this man's a monster. How is he so strong? He even looks He don't even look that strong. You tell me. Wow. And the time passes, after the chat pod, they finish the D&D session and leave. Leaving Greg in his room, and his Greg's room by himself. AC, if I'm most likely wrong, Claire, Melissa. That's Melissa walks into the room. Says, Greg, you need help cleaning up the D&D stuff? He says, no, I'm good. You can go ahead and go home. He says, After he said, I'm not leaving yet. No, I'm helping you. He says, Melissa, I got it. And he says, no, I'm helping. As she walks in and pick up some dice and paper. Says, besides, it's fine. Go ahead. Do what you want. After he as she begins to help Greg. Greg clean up his room. And they put stuff in the room, putting the stuff in order, and places can find it. It says, so Greg, she bows and this I just want to say thank you. Even if I'm not doing good in school, you still helped me when I needed. He sighs. And that we're friends before. Of course, as he hugs her, and she needs to hug him back. Says thank you, the best friend. You're really the best friend I could. You're really the best friend I could. You have a good friend, Hold on. I don't quite thought I heard something. And she began. She tried to leave in his room. He goes to sit in his room. As she leaves, as he's not feeling good, as he feels a sudden. He has to feel weak and felt like he's coming as he wants to run to the bathroom and to vomit. I think he's vomit lots. He needs to vomit a lot. He looks up and sees it's still blood. As he coughs and flushes the toilet. As he goes downstairs, says, Mom, I need the pills. As I said, we started that time. I'm sorry. Crap. It was, Mom, I'm fine. I'm fine. Son, you're throwing up blood. I don't know what's causing this, but I should be one to be doing these things. As she hugs him and goes into the cabinet and pulls out some pills. As she opens them and gives him 2 pills. Hey, she grabs a glass from a cabinet, the top cabinet, and gives it to him, and pours some water in it and gives it to him. As he takes both pills and uses water to swallow it down. I said, still tastes the same. Well, it's sex enough. Well then, I'm gonna go back up to my room. Again, honey, just be careful. Try not to stress yourself out too much. Yeah, Mom, I'll be fine. Okay, he goes back to his room, just lays there on his bed. He's trying to sleep. The beloved lies and never sleep. And he gets transported in the metaphysical realm. Is it? Where am I? as he looks down, he still sees his room. Just, guess there's nothing. As he picks up and what's downstairs, just a glass of water. As his throat is a bit dry. As you know, he gets water, but he doesn't see his mother in the living room. But you know, that's sometimes just usually watches TV for him, and he just pushes that off and he must have gotten to sleep early. As he goes to kind of foster him, but it doesn't work. Nothing comes out. As it's like, huh? As he goes to his mother's room and knocks on the door, he gets no response. This worries him as he begins to knock louder and faster. That's the same thing, he gets no response. He tries to open it, but it doesn't work. He goes to try to force the door open, which it works, as he doesn't see his mother anywhere. He has to search around her room everywhere. As he opens the closet door, of course, skeleton falls out. As he begins to freak out and then cry over his dead mother. I say goodbye to. He sit there and cry for a while before getting up. And once he gets up, he decides to leave the house. As something, exits the house, everything feels off. And except for the fact that no one's here. He don't see no one on the streets, no car. He sees cars, but empty. Lights still on. Nothing. This still worries him, but yeah, he can't do nothing about it. He wants to walk and search for other people, houses, and he finds nothing. No one. He wants to search for food, and he buys and just wants to stay at the house. Says, I see he's attacked by wolves, but barely fend him off. He's breathing heavily, he just sleep. He feels the urge to vomit. He does as he vomits more blood than he ever did, as he said, it's getting worse. Why is this happening? God, cost my book. Actually, gets a vomit again as yawning. What the hell is caused? What causes him to? Why? And his body just aches all over. In pain as he falls to the ground from he's dying inside, which he passes out. That's when they wake up the next day. He wakes up the next day in the cold sweat, cold, something cold as he feels nothing. He feels absolutely nothing from him. He don't feel warmth, not even from him. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel emotions. Nothing is just there. But not even Greg. It's not Greg anymore. It's the empty shell of nothing. As Greg wakes up in a cold sweat, shivering. What the hell's that? As he gets up from his bed and goes to his father's room, and it's a knock. He gets no response, and it's a knock harder. As he gets the response to the door, and he looks after his mother as he hugs her. It's okay. As he used to cry. Cried onto her. As she's like, oh, what's wrong? Great, as she's like, just talk to her. As she hugs him back. Of course I'm here, honey. Why wouldn't I be? He cries into her shoulder and he takes she takes him to the living room to watch a movie with her. Time flies as they pass out. She will see Greg laying on his mother's shoulder as he looks at him. She would look at him and smile, seeing his son's fast asleep and doing pretty well, though maybe dying. As long as they get to spend time together, she doesn't really care. Make her if she listens to him, or she'll know. Well, she can be a good mother and at least have fun with her baby. He smiles and he falls asleep too. Greg wakes up and gets ready for school. He picks up the sticky note and Mr. Right on there's a write on him. Mother, I left early. I left since you probably still sleep. By the time you wake up, I'll probably already be gone, so I love you. I'm off to school, see you when I get back. As he pours this sticky note on her forehead and leaves out the door and locks it behind him. As he begins to watch school as he runs into Claire. As he tries to try to hug her, and he just dodges and says, "What did you want, Claire?" He says, "Aw, I can get a hug from my friend." He says, "No, you can't. Not to bring those grades up at least." He says, "Aw, that's so unfair." "Oh, that's your part. That's your fault, not mine." As she smacks her, she says, meaning, God, I got the third grader at times. Says, "Well, what you gonna do about it?" He shuts and says nothing. That really depends on you. And says, as he runs to his other friend, Andrew. So the friend Andrew. Went to his friend Andrew. I said, "So, hey, Andrew." I said, as Claire's already off to school, I'm quite ahead of him. Says, "Hey, Andrew, you come to change the Emperor of the Void, the darkness cladding climb to anything." As he puts his hand on his face, so what you see in this picture, this one right here, the one who destroys everything but nothing. Even to last so much change slowly, as this character, this Jabonioism, is somewhat of a evil side, and just scoffs at this. I don't know what's been with you for the last 2 days, but something so pretty shy. You're not telling me. And he gets a call from his phone. I said, "Honey, I'm so glad you answered." I said, "I forgot to ask this. Did you tell your friends about your condition is?" No, Mom. Yes, honey, you really should tell them." "Why should I?" "Honey, friend," she sighed and said, "you should spend as much time as you said. You should have fun with your friends before you die. Time passes and you tend to regret things at some point which you didn't get to do. I'm telling you, son, honey, please tell them. Your condition may get haematemesis get worse. If you're wondering, that's the condition for vomiting blood. It's hard to tell them. I care about my friends. I don't know how to tell them. Hard to know how, as you've seen, how they can be. I don't know what to do. I don't want to worry them. They are my best friends for a reason. I can't lie about that. Son, please please just listen to me before you regret it. Please, just, fine, Mom, I tried, but it's just fun. I try. As he hangs up the phone, I puts him back in the backpack. Says, who is that? Andrew asks my mother. My mother says, oh, how's your mother doing? I just said, yeah. When you see her, you tell her, and you say if you need help in the bed. As Andrew didn't get a swift kick to its stomach. As he begins to cough and says, worth it. He says, you lucky. I won't be. You lucky, my friend. As Greg walked towards Andrew and begins to help him up. Asshole. Andrew said, and as he gets him up, it says, Dad says, you want me to kick you? Want me to kick you in the nuts? Want me to kick you in the ball system? Says, nope, never mind. Andrew says, yep. As Greg helps him up all the way, and says, well, let's get to class. I didn't know, even though walk to class, and just, it's the kid there, they sit down in their seats. They sit down in their seats. As the teacher begins to teach about math, and teach about writing, teach about English, whatever. And they stick to the class, and time passes. As the bell rings for them to leave. As Greg begins to walk away, begins to leave the classroom door. As he enters the school hall, as he begins to walk down, and he says, you see Claire right. Says, Greg, wait up. He stops and says, as Claire catches up and trips on herself as she falls face first into the floor of the floor. He sighs. What do you want, Claire? She gets up and says, "Gonna come to my house today? Wanna come to my house?" No, I'm good. I'm fine. And he says, and she begins to plead from the contest. He sighs and says, "Fine. So, what are we gonna do that? So what are we gonna do at your house?" He says, "Video." He hops back up and says, "Video games." It's really video games. It's a little more better than D&D. He looks and says, "I never play video games. What? Last time I might as well try." I don't know. Claire and Greg begins to walk to our house, and just onto our house as as they get there, and then she opens the door, and you see Claire's mother says, "Oh, you brought a boy?" His mom, please don't. Not now. At least not now. And she still sees a smile on her mother's face. Hey Greg. It's been a while since I've seen you over at my daughter's house. Since my daughter brought you over. Yeah. It's good to see you again, Mrs. Clarissa. But he calls Claire's mother Claire for short. And you see addresses her with a miss, so they won't get confused who's talking to you. As she shakes her hand and walk towards Claire's room. As you hear a little chuckle from Claire's mother. Says, I always do wonder what they do up there. As you see Claire. He says, "Yes, Greg got a controller." Says, "I'm making a new save, a a new game, a multiplayer game save. As you know, you see here, go to think actually make some multiplayer new game as you know, you go through the tutorial of how to play the game, and I'm going to play. Have fun messing around, dying, just offer have fun as Greg passes out. And Claire try to wake him up. Go ahead, Greg, what's wrong? As Greg, Mom, come on, Greg. As you see, Greg, you see, Lisa, what the calls now? One as they calls the ambulance as they come here and take Greg, as he takes him to the hospital. As you know, they call Greg's mother. As she rushes, just wrong, Greg. I guess we still haven't told you. He has, haematemesis, a condition where he tends to vomit the blood. We have no idea when it started. It's just wondering how long he had it for. He's beginning to vomit the blood at some point. As we said, we're giving him pills prescribed from a doctor to help him, but I'm scared for him. It seems to be working, but it sometimes happens. So yeah, okay. Not to be rude, but since we have just some blood tests, and we have not blood tests but checkups on Greg. And last time he's been here, he was seeing a little fine. It wasn't that bad, but it seemed to have gotten worse. So we might have to keep him here for a month or two to make sure he's okay. Yes, I have a bit of visit, right? Yes, you will, Miss Greg. Yes, Miss Ember. Yes, you will. This on a schedule. Greg will be fine. Not fine, but we will see. But we'll let you know on Greg's health. We'll call you to tell how Greg's health is. He can call you if you want. Yes. Well, his haematemesis has seen it gotten worse, as we said before. But because of this, we might not be able to have to make stronger pills or use a life support. Not sure what it is, but we got these pills. But these pills are a lot stronger than the last one, guys. And since his haematemesis has gotten a lot worse, so but what about surgery? Oh yeah, we checked that too. It's not organs, anything. It's organs. It's something else, but we don't know what. But it says since these pills do work, right? It says yes they do. So, all of it is we'll do constant checkups. So as Claire's mom leave, Claire looks towards Greg's mother and says, "When was Claire gonna tell us?" Greg's mother gets down to her knees and says, "I'm sorry. I told him to tell you this morning, but it seems that he didn't tell you. He says he don't want you to worry for him. He cares about you too. Mother, asshole he may be a bit mean, but he cares about you. You and his friends. So you see Andrew found himself, who runs as he's huffing and puffing, says, Where's Greg? Oh, you hear this, my son? As these things, as he's been suspended. Greg, too, what's wrong with the condition he had? He had it for since once he turned like the day I met this guy said like 10, he began coughing up, vomiting, and he began coughing up blood every so often. I didn't think he was. It seems like ever since he turned 10, we been coughing up blood. He didn't tell me for a while, to begin vomiting it. And from there, him since he was 10. And and that's what we get where we are now. Doctor says he's coughing up a lot more blood now. Well, not coughing up, but vomiting it. As he said, go ahead, touches the wall and stuff. Won't ban. He's dang it. Why didn't I notice? I'm an idiot. As he somewhat cries. That's it. Tells Andrew it's fine. He might live through it. He says in a sad tone, not knowing if his own son might isn't even gonna live. As she leaves. Y'all leave and go home. As we go to Greg's point of view, and she's in the darkness. It says, "Where am I?" And she wakes up. Where am I? Why is it so dark? As he coughs and kind of thing. My blood. I can force. I can make it. I can push through it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Addie falls to his knees before he can even try to walk. As he tries to get up again, he's a wobbly, but he gets up and gets to walk as he falls to his side and what seems to be into a wall. So dragging himself against it. I have to make it for my mother, for my friends. I can't let myself die yet. Not now, ever. As he makes it through to a door, a dark door. As he opens it and falls through and passes out. He wakes up again. It's just, as he gets up, wait. It's just, where am I? Oh, you're just subconscious. Yes, I'm in my, what? Subconscious. It's just what? I guess you can't hear me if I say it. That's the problem. Just, well, you're somewhere at least. I'm somewhere. Why don't you tell? As he says, you won't hear me if I say it. What are you saying? I can't hear you. I can't even try to tell you. God. It's because I can't tell you. Because why? For reasons, okay? So, but I want you to just calm down. Like, well, I would. Says, oh, fine. So, what's this for? It's just, can you help me? I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get back up. I need to get back to my mother, parents. Well, that's the problem. You can't. What do you mean? Well, then until you learn something at least. What the hell does that mean? Just come at me, she says. She opens the door, her front door, and as she sees a big city. A big city. Whoa, where am I? Yeah, you're in the city of the Emperor. The city of Void. The city of... Fuck it, I'm gonna say New York for now. You're in New York. So, huh, that's peculiar. Yeah, it's much bigger than what they say it is. This, this is, actually, that's, it's just so, what are we doing here? That's just follow me. It's just fall for reason. His eyes closed. It's like, his eyes closed, trying to close. It is they fully closed, and he wakes up in a real way. Close. He holds it's like, what a headache, saying, what the hell happened? Why can't I remember? Look, I'm missing something. That time in his head was much longer, actually. It's actually the time I just did it. It's actually been much longer. He's been awake for much longer in that world, the subconscious, for a long time. Yeah, actually, much longer than that. It's been in subconscious. He was awake for maybe at 2. He's been walking for an hour or 2. Like, just confined in much smaller worries. So, as you know, he says, "Oh, you're awake." Where am I? You're in the hospital. You're in condition. I seem to have gotten worse. So, he's keeping you here for a health checkup. And let's see what can we do about your condition. That's fine as he lays back down onto the thing. She says, "I'm just gonna go back to sleep." Yeah, do what you want. Well, have a good night's rest. Greg goes back to sleep.